I'm so fucking sad about these dice. Hold on.
Okay, I'm recording.
All right. Our
Wrong
story.
chat. The dice rolls chat. I'm sorry. Elliot, shush.
That is the dice rolls chat. Don't put things in the dice rolls chat that
It's
aren't
an
dice rolls.
accident.
Okay, take 2.
Take 2. Round 2. Whoo! Whoo! As our story opens, we find ourselves as dawn breaks over the horizon on the great ocean. A fleet of vessels sailing on the open sea, mixed. Some longships from the Northmen, a couple of dwarvish iron frigates, and uh, a single massive 4-tiered elvish frigate sent by the Phoenix King himself. You all are awoken on this elvish frigate by first bell and the sound of the bosun, the sound or the off kilter beat of the bosun's peg leg walking past your bunks as he hammers a pot together and screams at you all to wake up. I don't have pots. Get the fuck up.
Why?
I was probably already awake, so I'm just chilling.
If you're awake, why aren't you doing something?
Oh, I'm probably messing with my instrument, not gonna lie. Just tuning it and stuff. Like, I haven't been awake for long, just getting my shit together.
Isn't your instrument a drum?
It is. I was
How do
thinking
you
of the other one, but you can still do maintenance and whatnot, just checking it. It's been a long... How long has the journey been?
About 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think I'm allowed to have a little bit of time to myself to get my shit together.
Alright. Rem is fucking snoring.
Okay. The bosun walks over to Rem's bunk specifically and like yanks your blanket away and says, "Ain't no noble sleeping on my ship. If you're sailing, you're working. Get up."
Oh my god. Rem just like fucking groans. He's like, ah. Then he like puts his pillow over his head. Waves his hand.
Khalil, because you're awake, you can see that vein on the side of the bosun's head.
Khalil is minding his own business. He's gonna look over at Rem, and he's just like, another day.
How are the bunks set up here?
They aren't even like it's a bunk in that it is an individual sleeping area, but it's actually mostly like a flat uh it's like a flat horizontal section set into the wall that has just enough space for you to slide into it and go to sleep.
Ooh.
And they're stacked like 3 on top of each other.
He's in like the upper bunk. He's like awake, but his eyes are closed. He's just laughing because he thinks this is hilarious. He's minding his own business.
The bosun who is frustrated and annoyed because for the last 2.5 months we've had to deal with presumably at least 3 of you being what's the word, difficult, rears up to his full height and makes eye contact with Asui and says, "And what do you think's funny?"
He also kind of like waves his hand, but he's got like this little nonchalant like tone and voice. It's like, oh, nothing. Don't even worry about it.
At that point, Khalil's gonna pull up his instrument from where he was checking it because he does it every day. He's very meticulous. Peep out from the bottom bunk. And stand to his full height. How tall is the bosun?
The bosun is a above average height high elf, so somewhere in like the 6'3", 6'4" range.
Oh, so we're the same height. So Khalil's gonna look like directly at him and not say. He just kind of like they're just a moment, and then he's gonna nod and then go up to the top. No facial expression difference.
As you head up to the upper deck, you hear him call out to you, "Khalil, you're in the crow's nest."
There's no like physical reaction, but the bosun can tell that Khalil is heard and is going to do so.
Where is Wilka?
On the deck, mopping.
Oh, good. Someone who knows how to do some real work. Isui, Rem, you're on kitchen duty.
Oh shit!
You have 5 minutes before the quartermaster's in here, and trust me. Well, actually, you can trust yourselves. You've seen what he does to people. You don't want to be in here when he's in here.
Rem like immediately like goes to sit up and bangs his fucking head on the top.
Isui like jumps in fucking place and then like slides off of the bunk and like pats him on the head like good going.
Oh god. He rolls off then and then I don't know, gets ready.
Quickly, I hope.
Yay.
All right. Wilka, Khalil, you're both on the upper deck at this moment. The ocean stretches out in every direction. It's a good day, strong winds, clear skies. This is a massive ship. Like I said, it's like a 3-tiered frigate. It's got four masts. It's just titanic. There are hundreds of elves milling about doing various jobs at any given time. Wilka, you watch as Khalil comes up the walkway and onto the upper deck.
Minor note, it's actually pronounced Vilka.
Vilka, okay.
Ooh,
German.
that means fork in Russian.
Fork.
Almost. It's a V. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
No, it's, nothing but blue skies, not a cloud to be seen as far as the eye can see. Or as far as your eyes can see.
Also, the reason that Vilka is mopping is because she realized that if she was mopping, then she would not be told to do anything else. And she could just, like, stand in one spot and just mop that spot all day. And no one questions it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Khalil, are you making any stops before you ascend to the crow's nest?
No.
All right. It's a fairly easy climb. Thanks to the sheer size of this ship, the primary mast that the crow's nest is on is actually wide enough that they could set a ladder on it, so you don't even need to climb any of the rigging to get to the crow's nest. And once you're up there, you can see for like 30, 40 leagues in every direction. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, wait, that's the first roll of the game.
It is.
Ooh.
Yay.
Ooh, I have to pick a good dice for that. All right. Not great, not terrible. What does a 13 give me?
A 13 gives you that at the very edge of the horizon, uh, just barely visible, so far away even that you can't even tell the color of its sails, there is another vessel on the open water.
And it's unfamiliar?
You can't tell. I mean, it's not one of the ones you've been traveling with, because you're in this like little fleet of like united vessels, and it's been like this for the last couple months. This is a new one, but like I said, it's so far away,
Gotcha.
like
Um,
just coming up over the horizon.
there's like other people, of course, at the top of the boat, right? Who's probably
Um,
closest to me aside from Vilka?
Up in the crow's nest, it's gonna be one of the sailors, working the rigging about 30 feet below you.
Gotcha. Yeah, Khalil is going to pop his head down. I don't remember the proper like sailor speak, so to speak, because I haven't been on a boat in like 10 years. But he's gonna alert him and let him know that there is a boat on the horizon. I just don't remember the exact terminology.
Cool.
Boy.
The message gets passed down the chain, sailor to sailor to sailor to Vilka to sailor to sailor to the captain. And then the captain says something, which gets passed from the captain to a sailor to a sailor to Vilka to a sailor to a sailor to a sailor to Khalil. And the message you get back, Khalil, is, yeah, that should be okay.
I Did they give me like a funny little scope or anything, or am I just out here with me and my eyes?
It, you know what? You do have a funky little scope. It's
Oh hell
mounted.
yeah!
It's like mounted on the crow's nest on like a little wheelie system, so it can spin the full length of the crow's nest.
Mhm. Cool. I was hoping it was a handheld one so I could steal it. Anyway.
I mean, it's mounted there, but it's not like nailed down.
It's also probably pretty big if it's the kind I'm thinking it is.
I mean, it's retractable.
It's okay.
Like
Not this time.
not this.
Not this
Not
time.
this time.
Glad to see we're already thinking about thieving, though.
Yay.
You're on a
Nice-
boat with pirates.
No, you're on a boat with legitimate sailers.
No, but
No,
two,
well,
two
there's-
no, no, no,
well,
no.
there's
Probably at least
one
pirates
like
on the
pirate,
boat.
military
and then
sailors.
one fake pirate.
Oh my god. Isui and Rem.
Uh-huh.
By this point, you've probably made your way to the to the. Let's see, where would the kitchen be, logically speaking, on a ship this size? Probably the middle deck. So you don't actually see, like, you can't really see anything. There's not a whole lot of windows on a boat, obviously.
Yeah.
But the room you're in is it's pretty big. It's got like a set of well-made wood fire ovens. It always smells good in here because there's always something cooking. Usually like 5 or 6 somethings actually. It's staffed by about a dozen or so elves, and the head chef, and he is a chef, which he's very quick to remind you of every chance he gets. This is a man who went to chefing school. Is a severe looking halfling, who
What's a halfling again?
a hobbit,
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, yes. Okay.
who, in order to use the equipment at any given time, is actually carrying around a stool with himself, or carrying around a stool to set up so that he can use all of this equipment, which is sized for, again, high elves who are a little taller than humans on average, so about 3 times this guy's height. And as soon as you walk into the kitchen, make a reflex save, both of you.
Oh god.
Not a
Okay.
reflex,
What do I?
dexterity save. So you should have
Okay.
on the first page a box that says saves.
Box that says saves. Like, wait, this is death saves. Is that
Not that one. Not that one.
It
okay?
is
Okay.
underneath where your name is
Underneath
on the first
where
page.
my name is. Is it the ad?
Oh, the thing that says saving throws.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh? Wait.
At,
No. Wait,
at the
hold on,
bottom of
hold
the
on.
box, it says saving throws.
Ooh.
So if you're looking at death saves, it's to the left of that.
To the left. Oh, okay. Yes.
All right. So you're gonna roll a d20 and add whatever number is in your dexterity box in the saving throws.
Okay. Math. 18.
All right, Isui.
I got a 10, baby.
All right, Rem, you have actually learned from your time aboard this ship, and as you walk in, almost literally on instinct, you just duck slightly to the left and dodge a wooden spoon that's been
Hell
put
yeah.
in your head. Isui, you come in right behind Rem, watch Rem dodge, and you're like, I wonder why he's doing that, and then get hit in the face with a spoon.
Ah,
You know, it's probably because Rem has been sent here like a million fucking times.
Rem like ducks to the side, and Isui's about to like laugh at him, but then he just gets fucking whacked on the head.
And the two of you see this fucking little halfling man with his fucking stool under one arm and like a massive fucking like stirring spoon in the other, stomping over, and he just fucking points up at you with the spoon. It's just like, you're late.
Uh-huh.
Rem rubs the back of his neck. He's like, a little.
Isui like puts his arm on Rem's shoulder and is like, sorry about that. Had a little bit of entertainment in the morning before we made our way over.
Rem is like 5'3", by the way.
That's perfect to me.
He's fucking tiny.
Well, I could change it from an arm on his shoulder to an arm on his head.
Rem,
All
you're
right.
peeling potatoes today. Isui, onions.
Oh, Lord.
Aye aye. Rem like salutes. But he's
Isui
like
says,
grinning.
yeah, he says sure thing, and then goes over to the pile of supposed onions. Is there a pile of onions?
There is a whole station that is nothing but chopping onions.
Perfect.
On
Have
what
fun.
it is a section of counter. On the left hand side of the counter is a barrel of whole onions, and on the right side of the counter is a barrel of chopped onions. And your job is to turn whole onions into chopped onions so that the guy at the next station can take those chopped onions and cook them into something that involves chopped onions. How sensitive is Isui to like harsh smells and how sensitive are Isui's eyes?
I would assume because Isui's like a kitsune as well as a blood hunter, his nose would probably be pretty sensitive,
Yeah.
and his eyes are like according to my statistics, he also has dark vision, so his eyes are like sensitive enough that he can see well in dark. So onions are funny.
Cool. You also notice when you get there that the eye protection is missing.
Oh, Isui Isui turns to the chef and kind of like tilts his head and he's like, "Hey,
No,
please."
no.
So you want me to cry all over your onions? Do you know how unsanitary that is?
Cry me a river about it, literally.
Well, if your soup is too salty, then you can't blame me for it.
I can and I will.
Oh my god, Rem is just like fucking laughing. It's like he just like giggles.
Isui wants to throw an onion at his head.
I think you should.
And I throw an onion at Reb's head.
Sure, roll to throw an onion.
Just a d20.
Do I
Just a
roll
flat?
to dodge an onion?
No, you don't roll to dodge the onion. But Rem? What is your AC?
Okay, what's AC?
AC is in the middle of the first page. It's the number on the shield-looking icon.
Aha,
Oh my
14.
goodness.
Did I catch 14?
Only 14?
Yeah.
Is
this supposed to be higher?
It might be. Are you on the little box next to it labeled armor? Do you have your armor equipped?
I have the leather armor, yeah.
Okay, 14's probably right then.
What's the bonus on your dexterity?
3.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So what did you get on your d20?
Oh, so it was supposed to be a d20. Let's see.
Yeah.
I got an 8. Everyone cheer.
Yay!
You pick up an onion and you launch it right at the wall. You're already. You haven't even started chopping yet, but the residual onion juice, just in the air around the station, has already made you start to tear up, and you can't aim, and now you've thrown an onion, and you can feel the chef staring at you, but you can't see it.
There's tears in my eyes. I can't see it.
Me laughing is Rem laughing. It's scary.
Vilka.
Yes.
You are called by the captain up to the bit where the wheel is.
Yes, that place.
I imagine there's a fun name for it on a ship, but I can't remember what it is.
Is this the wheelhouse? Is it
Well, it's
inside or is it outside?
It's outside. It's like an upper deck.
The flying bridge.
Is that a real
This
thing?
Cool last name.
Or are you just saying words?
No, it's...
I mean, isn't it...
Referred to as a flying bridge is the area at the top of a boat cabin which usually holds a steering station and sometimes a social space.
Huh. Well, you're called to the flying bridge by the captain. The captain is a well put together high elf man who, despite how his first mate, bosun, and chef act, is actually a fairly calm, pleasant person to talk with. He has a fancy hat, as all captains should.
Ooh.
Vilka.
Yes.
The fancy hat is very, very important.
It's so important. It's what makes him captain, honestly. If at any point, if someone took that hat from him and put it on, they'd be captain. It's the law, actually.
Don't give me ideas.
Captain, your hat is looking very impressive today.
Oh, thank you, Vilka. I added 4 new feathers.
I noticed. Very impressive. Given that we don't have any birds around.
Well, don't tell the crew this, but Daisy's being a goof.
What?
Don't tell the crew this, but we may or may not be having you know the crew's pet turkey they picked up on that one island about a month ago?
Yes, the one we ate about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I kept its feathers.
Oh, I see.
Anyways, don't tell the crew that I called you up here because one, I'm sure that section of the ship is very well polished.
Oh yes, I've made sure.
And two, can you do your wibbly thing and let me know if we're any closer to anything interesting?
I can try, but I cannot promise anything.
Anything is better than this. I swear to God, the longer we are out here on this ocean, the more bored I get. Like, we haven't even seen pirates.
I mean, for
Um,
a sea captain, you should be used to being on the ocean, no?
Well, you see, the thing is normally, and don't let the fucking humans hear me say it, but this ship could go a whole lot faster, and we have to slow down a whole lot because the Northmen have to paddle.
Would you like me to get out and push?
But that's what they're already doing. Is the thing. And as he says that, he like looks over to the side at a row of like these like very intricately carved wooden longboats. Each one is roughly like the size of a fucking like a large house. And coming out of the side are these like 40-foot long oars. Like 30 of them on each side. And you, on your elvish frigate, have a single sail open of 4.
I understand. It's not exactly, maybe we should just, like, lasso them all together and then we can sort of make a train.
That might be faster.
And then we open our sails and then just pull them all. We should have thought of this about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when we ate that turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
too full of turkey to think.
Well, listen, it was insert non-denominational holiday, fall harvest holiday here. You know, we had to eat the turkey.
That's true. I mean, that turkey wouldn't have lasted much longer on this boat anyway.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we didn't have food for it. It
Yeah,
was all...
It's not exactly a place for a bird. Anyway,
especially not
yeah, I'll go to the front of the boat and I'll try my thing. Anything else, Captain?
Yeah, when you're done, if you don't find anything, maybe move your washing like 30 or 40 feet further up the boat.
I'll get to the whole boat eventually.
I'm sure you will.
Or we'll make land, whichever comes first. And Vilka goes to the front of the boat.
All right. How's your fucking Horizon Walker ship work, Em?
At 3rd level, I gain the ability to magically sense the presence of a planar portal. As an action, you detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. That's the whole thing. See the planar travel section in Chapter 2 of the Dungeon Master's Guide for examples of planar portals. Would you like the planar travel section in the Dungeon Master's Guide?
No, I'm while I'm not familiar with it, I'm sure I could bullshit my way through it.
Yeah.
I mean, like all things in the Dungeon Master's Guide, they're mostly guidelines.
Yes.
And not even always good ones. Alright, so you go to the front of the ship and you open your senses for a few seconds, it's immediately apparent that there's nothing but ocean. Um,
Vilka turns around and is like, I don't see anything.
you just hear a very distant fuck.
We'll try again tomorrow.
And while you're at the front of the ship, go ahead and make a perception check. Khalil, you can also make this perception check, but with advantage.
Ooh, I like it with. I'm on fucking push to talk right now, and I'm
We
not
heard
used to
you.
it. Okay.
What does with advantage mean?
It means you roll 2d20 and take the better result.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then disadvantage is roll 2 of them and take the worst result.
Okay.
I got a
Alright.
19.
Ooh.
Alright, you're seeing everything.
I could see more.
You could see more.
17.
Ooh.
Alright, Vilka, Khalil, you see quite possibly the worst thing you can see on the open ocean. You see black sails.
Uh-oh.
Khalil is specifically, because you're at the Crow's Nest, that ship you saw, about 5 minutes ago, it's much closer. Like impossibly closer.
Great. Khalil, who is notable in that he does not talk a lot, and when he does talk, he's very, very soft spoken. He's gonna turn around and he's gonna shout down to the crew, black sails. Not in that tone, but
Yeah. Your voice carries partway, and another crewmate does hear it and relays it much louder. And Isui, Rem, it even reaches to you eventually as this warning is like it's like a fucking relay race, but voices, just everyone like sails, black sails, battle stations, move pirates. And the chef and the various assistants all turn and look at you two because it's kind of documented that the two of you are adventurers. You're only ever with them as like a punishment. And the chef is like, well, go.
Rem puts down like the potato, and then he like picks it back up, and he's like, then he puts it back down, and he's like, yeah. It's like
Isui does like a fancy little knife trick and like stabs the knife into the cutting board and like sets half of an onion down and is like, "Well, you're gonna have to find somebody else to cut these onions. Thanks for getting me out early." and then
him like sobbing.
he's like he's like crying. He's like, "Thanks for getting me out of here." He's trying to look cool, but like tears running down his face.
All right, and Isui, Rem, Vilka, Khalil, as Isui and Rem reach the upper deck, the ship gets in range and
blows this up. All right, game's over.
never do that. Listen, I mean, well, not intentionally at least. You see the ship in the distance, not actually in the distance, it's only about like 1,000 yards off at this point. The front end of the ship actually kind of opens, kind of like a mouth, and a set of 5 cannons slide forward.
Ooh.
And with a thundering crack, all 5 of them fire. 2 of the shots just go wide as hell. They're just, whoo, as they splash into the ocean, and the other 3 hammer the front of your ship. 2 of them glance off the armored portion of the front hull, and one of them tears a hole through the sail.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Oh boy.
And I need everybody to roll an initiative.
Yay!
Okay, what?
So
It's
initiative is you're going to, below your armor class is a square box
Mhm.
labeled initiative.
Okay,
Mhm.
You're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add that number.
okay.
Damn. All right. Good job. And then after you've rolled, please put your roll in voice to text. In voice text.
You can also say them for the recording. I
Yeah,
rolled a
dice,
22.
Stein.
I would like to inform the group that I have rolled the first one of the game.
Ooh.
Yay!
At least it
Em-
was on an initiative and not something that matters.
Em rolled the first natural 20,
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we
I got an
go.
8.
which I actually think, does that do anything?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
Also, here's a boat, just so we can
Ah, cool.
know
Ooh, a
terms.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool,
The
cool.
poop.
So I guess
Yes.
you would actually have been on the I guess
The poop deck.
The
The
quarterdeck?
poop deck.
Well,
The
not
quarterdeck's where the wheel is.
yeah.
This
you would have
isn't
been on
the
the
sailboat,
quarter
is
deck.
it?
It's like a galleon, right?
This one is like the thing you just posted is probably a galleon. Yes.
We are on a
Oh.
galleon.
You are on an elvish frigate.
Hmm.
Hawkboat?
Parts of a frigate. Okay, here's
Make
another
sure.
diagram. Just to confuse you all.
This looks much more, yeah, that looks much more accurate.
Anyway,
But is there a cockboat?
Boat's a boat.
boat's a boat. Anyway, not
Boat's a boat.
important. Not important. We've got a 4, a 9, an 8. M rolled a 22, so that means one second. Gotta roll the 2 most important initiatives. The boats.
Aha.
Cool. M, you're up first.
How far away is the boat?
The boat is currently the other ship, the pirate ship, is currently about 900 or so yards. So out of range for you to use normal weapons, but as battle stations were called, there are a series of smaller man-portable cannons mounted on the edges of the ship that you could use to fire.
Yeah, okay. Vilka will go to one of the cannons. It's like... I think I know how this works. And picks up, like, starts doing cannon things.
All right, you have 3 options for things you can load into this cannon.
Mhm.
You have an 8-pound cannonball, it's an 8-pound cannonball, 8 pounds worth of grape shot, or 2 4-pound cannonballs connected by a length of iron chain.
I think we're just gonna use the cannonball because it's so fucking far away.
Alrighty. Roll an attack. Add your dexterity, but not your proficiency.
I don't know how I only have a +2 to my dexterity. 14.
All right. That at this distance with that weapon, that is actually good enough to hit. Go ahead and roll 2d12.
17.
All right, you wheel this cannon, this like mini cannon around on its mounting, and you load in the shot, and it and it impacts just above the water line, and
Haha, I've done it.
Ooh.
and then it is the ships. The ships close their distance. The enemy ship opens fire with its forward-facing cannons again.
Oh shit.
Miss, miss, crit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just gonna use the dice roller for this. So this is a 16-pound cannon. So that is going to be that many that's. And then it is who goes next?
Me, I think.
Yeah, Chance, you're up.
All right.
The ships are now about 700 yards apart. Still too
Okay.
far for conventional weapons, but like I told M,
Right.
there's all
Yeah.
kinds of cannons you can use.
Yeah, okay. Rem is going to a cannon.
All right.
Uh,
At this distance, you are actually close enough to hit with a full-size cannon. Are you
Ooh,
going for a full-size one or
yeah.
one of the smaller ones?
Go big or go home, baby. Let's fucking go.
Alrighty. The full-size cannons are loaded with 16-pound shells, grape shot, or the two smaller cannonballs connected by chain.
Okay.
So go ahead and pick your shot and roll a die.
Pick my. I think we'll go with the first one was just like the standard big
Yeah.
one. Okay, yeah. Let's go with that one.
All right. So go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier. That's the
Okay, I got a 12
total.
total.
Ooh, not quite good enough. The
Oh shit.
the shot just barely glances off the ship's hull, and lands in the water with a. Whew.
Oh. Rem like whistles.
And then it is Isui's turn.
They're still the same amount of distance away.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's time for the big cannons.
The big cannons.
The big cannons.
Big cannon. What kind of shot?
What is grape shot? Like, what is
So,
that?
grape shot is like it is like a large handful of
It's kind of like
iron.
a shotgun.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun, but a cannon. So instead of being like tiny little pellets, it's like getting hit with a fucking. It's like loading it with like a bunch of fucking golf balls made out of iron.
Let's load this thing up with some golf balls.
All right. So this one is actually a little different. You don't roll to see how much you don't roll to hit with grape shot. You're gonna hit. That's the point of grape shot. Instead, I roll to see how well the ship's armor resists the grape shot. So,
Ooh.
and they fluffed it. Go ahead and roll 2d12 for me.
Do I have 12s? I don't even. Oh my gosh. Oh well. I'll do the bot. So it's
Exclamation point R.
2d12.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. And then you light it up. It fires out and sprays the front of this ship with freaking like 3 dozen of these iron pellets, and you watch in the distance as like a couple dudes keel over the side, and it just shreds their sails. Khalil, it is your turn. You are in the crow's nest. The ship is about 600 yards out still. There aren't any cannons in the crow's nest, but there is a like a mounted gun.
Oh, I see. I was gonna actually ask, is how much movement would it take to get off the crow's nest?
You are pretty high up. Uh, it would take you you could climb down. It would take you your whole turn, but you'd reach the ground.
Yeah, because if
Or
I take my action, and double my movement, I have 60 feet.
yeah, so you could climb down. It would take you your whole turn. Or you could jump down. You might take some fall damage, but you would get an acrobatics check for that. And if you
Okay.
jump, you'd still have your action to use before or after the jump.
Would they get mad at me if I got off the crow's nest?
I mean,
Because my thought basically is
That's
that
fine.
I think we're going to get boarded, so I would prefer to not be up there by the time we get boarded.
They did
Yeah.
say battle stations, and I don't think the crow's nest has a battle purpose.
Like
Uh,
God.
yeah, so you don't, you as a water elemental and a kind of citizen of the Phoenix Kingdom are a little familiar with how like navies work. The crow's nest does serve a function in combat. Your general purpose is that the person in the crow's nest is supposed to call out targets and distances.
Mhm.
However, it is obvious to you and to the crew, who are much more experienced, that these pirates aren't interested in a long range battle. They're coming straight for this ship.
Yeah.
They want to board.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, just based on the movement. Okay, so what I'm probably gonna do is whoever's the closest to me on the sails that didn't get fucking blown off earlier, I'm gonna tap them out. And what I want to do is I want to take that acrobatics check to hit the deck.
Cool.
So
All right. You drop down on the ladder a little ways to one of the people who are like clinging to one of the elves clinging to the rigging, who's climbing back up. And he's already on board. He's like blitzing past you straight up to the crow's nest. You see him get on that like heavy rifle and start taking shots at anything he can see.
I wanna like give him a high five as I'm going down. Baton pass. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Huh?
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics.
I did. I got a 15.
The 15 is good enough. You give this dude a high five and you let go of the ladder
Rope.
and you tumble backwards, head over heel, and you land perfectly. And you take 1 point of falling damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is just taking a look at everything. There's not a whole lot for me to do from here. So, how far away is Vilka from me?
Vilka is at the front of the ship, about 60 or so feet.
What is my range on this?
If it is what I think it is,
It is probably going to be what you think it is. I just need to
pretty
double check
far.
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Even without the thing. Okay, Vilka, guess what you get? You get a bardic inspiration.
Oh, I thank you all.
Yeah, no problem. Do I need to tell you how it works?
What does that do?
I know what it does. But for the
Uh,
folks at home,
For the folks at home, Khalil, as a bard, has a limited resource called Inspiration. As a bonus action on each of Khalil's turns, he can play a little song or sing some tune, and one person of his choice who can see him or hear him gains a 1d8 to spend on their next skill check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh. Cool.
You
You
all,
add it
yeah, you add it.
to your total? Oh.
Yes.
So it's actually a D8, by the way, because of the ring that I was given. So
Yeah.
instead of a D6, it'll be a D8 for you, Em.
You
Nice.
all kind of see out of the back of your eye as Khalil takes this diving backflip and lands, and just immediately whips out this. Are you going for the drum?
I'm singing. No, I'm
singing? Oh.
singing. It's gonna be in Primordial as well. I don't know the lyrics or anything, but he does sing a single verse of something, but probably a song that none of you guys have really ever heard before. Maybe Wilka, if she's been to the elemental plane before, but probably not. If I was the DM, I'd make a roll for that.
If
Yeah,
you are doing it in Aquin is a offshoot of Primordial. So if you are from the plane of water, I might understand a variation of it.
That I don't actually know. Harley hasn't given me enough information for that, and I don't have my third language for my background actually. So I do have it, I haven't picked it.
So as someone, was Khalil born in the plane of water?
He was taken pretty much at birth.
All right. So as someone raised in the plane of water, you absolutely would speak both Primordial and Aquan specifically.
How do I spell that?
Aquan.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, it's probably in Aquan then.
The way the elemental languages work is there is one for each of the 4 elemental planes, and then there is Primordial, which is what the other 4 are based on. It's kind of like how all of the various Romance languages stem from Latin.
Right.
Cool.
Anyway, so yeah, you all watch Khalil take this diving backflip and land, and as he stands up from his crouch, this beautiful ancient song just rings out in a language that makes you feel really just unsettled. These are words that haven't been spoken on the material plane basically ever, and they reverberate with just inherent magic. And Vilka gets a thingy.
And Vilka is like,
Yay.
oh, what a lovely song.
It's a lovely song. And then it is Vilka's turn again.
Okay.
I actually didn't take my action.
Oh, what's your action?
I do want to go to the nearest cannon.
Yeah, you got enough movement to make it to one of the side cannons. It's one of the small ones.
What is that?
It's one of the smaller ones.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Do you want to do an 8-pound shot, a grape shot, or a winged shot?
Do you have the funny one that has the 2 cannonballs together with the chain? Nobody has done that yet.
That's the winged shot.
I want to do that because nobody's done it yet.
Cool. That one is going to be an attack roll, so roll a d20 plus your dexterity.
Okay.
It's going to be a little harder to hit with because the winged shot isn't actually for shooting the ship, it's for shooting people.
I see.
Yeah, the whole idea behind it is that on the smaller cannons, you shoot it at people, so that the chain, as the gun is fired, the 2 balls are going to separate because of physics and begin to spin, and you actually want to hit with the chain in the center to just kind of cut dudes in half.
Right. I whiff it. There's I rolled an 8 and my modifier is 2, so it's a 10. I whiff it.
Yeah, you light the powder, and the chain shot and the winged shot flies out with like a kind of soft whistling noise as it spins through the air, and it just hits the side of the ship like flat on, just goes thump.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is Vilka's turn again.
How far away are they?
600 yards.
600 yards or feet?
Yards.
Okay, so still out of
Still out of
shooting
regular
range.
range. However, they are within range of the forward large cannons, which is what Rem and Isui are using. There is a third one on the front facing that you could man, or you could continue to fire with your smaller one.
Is it on the same level, or do I have to like go into the hold to get to that?
It is on the same level.
Oh, okay. Vilka is like, well, if no one is using this, I will take point here. Hi, honey. It's my turn.
No, you can keep going. Kiss on the forehead.
And then I'm going to shoot the big cannonball.
Big cannonball. You got it.
Well, I rolled a 7, and I have a
D8.
D8. I don't know if it's gonna help in this case.
I mean,
If I roll an
8.
If I roll an 8, that's gonna be a 15, I guess. 1d8. That's a 13.
Let me just make sure I'm being consistent about this. I think a 13 hits dead on. That is the lowest possible number you could roll to hit.
Yay.
The 16-pound ball does 3d12.
No.
Ooh, do you get to roll the damage?
15.
Or 15. All right. You crouch down next to this cannon, load the cannonball in, and set the powder alight, and it just and it hits right below the water line and explodes.
Hee hee.
And the whole ship rocks back.
Are you
but-
sure you want to do this, pirates?
But it is still coming at you.
Okay, I guess you do.
And it actually, since it's now the pirate ship's turn, unless you have a bonus action thing you'd like to do.
No.
All right. And now, since it's their turn, you actually...
Actually, wait.
What's up?
I gotta look at a thing.
I know that as a Horizon Walker, you can imbue a weapon with force damage.
Yes.
This is a weapon.
It is a weapon. It's gotta be a creature within 30 feet of me.
Oh, yeah.
So this is neither a creature nor within 30 feet.
No. You all watch as as a person in like tattered black robes in the distance actually steps up onto the forward deck, up and over the railing onto like the if we all look in voice to text, you see the big spiky bit kind of sticking out, the bowsprit.
Bowsprit, yeah.
This person walks out onto the bowsprit and kind of raises a hand up into the air, and a swirl of like mist gathers behind this ship's sails, and they billow outward, and the whole ship begins to move faster
Uh-oh.
directly at you. And
Oh
now,
shit!
now the ships are only 200 yards apart.
What is that in feet?
600
600.
feet.
Okay.
That is the minimum distance for a longbow.
Aha!
And
Or
the
maximum, rather.
the ship's forward cannons, all 5 of them, fire out grape shot. So I need
Oh my god!
Isui, Rem, and Vilka, because you're on the front facing of the ship, to make dexterity saves.
Oh jeez. So that D20.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Remind me, the bardic inspiration you can only use the one time, right? Or you can continue using it.
You use it once and then it's gone.
Right. Okay. Okay. You should out of luck.
14.
Also 14.
I got a 16.
All right. So, I just want to make sure I do these right because consistency is important in your video games.
This isn't a video game. This is a tabletop game.
It's a
It's a
video
video
game.
game.
I'm on my desk.
So, Vilka and Rem, you take 12 points of piercing damage and are knocked prone.
What does knocked prone mean?
You're flat on your ass.
We fall
Oh,
down.
And it means that if I don't remember the exact terminology, but when somebody attempts to attack you, I believe they have advantage.
If someone tries to attack you in melee, they have advantage.
Right.
If they attack you at range, they have disadvantage. And on your next turn to stand up, it will cost you half your movement. Isui, you only take 6 damage, and you are not knocked prone.
I'm normal. I'm fine.
Well, I mean, you
You've
just
been
got
in
shot.
fights before.
Oh yeah.
And then, and this is the really fun part, I have to roll some dice.
Rem is just like, he just like laid down. He's like, ow.
All right, so let's go through this real quick. Miss,
Oh.
miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit.
Super hit.
Super hit. So a like bevy of crewmen rush up to the front deck of this ship with like with like black powder rifles, and they just let loose a volley across your deck. And 1, 2, 3, 3 elven sailors take hits and are still standing, and one guy fucking explodes.
Wait, our guys or their guys?
Your guys.
Okay.
Oh my god.
One guy just explodes. Oh god.
Like, he gets hit dead center in the chest with like a fucking like a whatever the fuck black powder weapons shot. It's like a fucking metal ball the size of a freaking like gumball, and it hits him dead center in the chest, and he just pops. And then your guys, who also have these weapons, except now there is only they only have 13 people to return fire with. Miss, hit, miss, hit, hit, miss, hit. Return fire, killing off
With
one
a
of
crit.
theirs with a crit. Return fire, doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basic hits and killing one of the enemy pirates. And now it is Rem's turn.
Yay. Okay, and they're close enough for a longbow.
Yes.
You said okay.
If you
Cool.
shoot with a longbow, you would have disadvantage.
Okay, word.
Well, they're close enough for you to hit, but they're still outside of like your comfortable accurate range.
So, if you see the
Right.
longbow entry, it says range 150/600.
Yeah.
600 is the maximum. 150 is like good.
Good. Okay, word.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I guess I will. Attempt to stand back up. He's moaning and groaning. He's like, oh my fucking god. Ow.
Yeah, it hurts. You know.
And back to this cannon, I guess. For
All
now.
right.
Yeah. I'll go with the grape shot.
Cool. All right. So we got 14 motherfuckers. Hold on. Actually, yeah, 13 motherfuckers who go ahead and roll for me. Grape shot from a big cannon is if I remember is roll 3d6 for me.
3d6.
Yeah.
Alright. I got a 6, a 4, and a 2. Do I have to add them?
Yes, please.
12.
12. All right. So makes it, fails it, dies, makes it, fails it, fails it, makes it, fails it, fails it. All right. So you pepper the front of this ship with grape shot. One of the pirates takes a nasty amount of it and is like shredded. And goes down in a bloody mess. And then also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are knocked on their asses.
Fuck yeah. He says that out loud.
Do you have any bonus action stuff? Anything else you can do?
Let's see. I think I do. Or I have. Does per short rest? What does that
It means
mean?
Once you've done that thing, you need to like take an hour nap to do it again.
Oh, okay. Word. Oh. Okay, so like I can do it and then I take a nap and then I can do it again. Like just okay. Okay, so I have the
I'm not
second
in the
wind.
same encounter.
Right. So
Yeah.
I have second wind.
Yeah, cool.
Which I can get my HP back, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1d10. Which one's the d10? Is it this one? Does this have 10 on it? Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be the one that is 0 through 9.
0 through 9. Oh, okay. This is 10.
Because the 0 is 10.
10, okay. Weird. So it's as both I gain 1d10 plus fighter. What's fighter level HP?
Your fighter level, which is 3.
Oh, okay. So cool. I rolled a 2.
That's 5 HP.
5 HP. Okay, so now I have 18. Awesome.
Alrighty. Next up, we've got Isui.
Well, I mean, the only thing I have is my funny little pistol, so I don't think I'm going to be shooting that anytime soon. So it's back to the cannons with me as well.
Alrighty. Are you doing a grape shot, or are you doing a regular shot, or?
I think a grape shot will be fine to see if we can get more of these guys to fall over.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me your 3d6. Fell over, died. Fell over. So I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R space 7d20. So one guy dies, three guys die,
Ooh.
which leaves a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining standing for this turn. So you right after Rem's shot lands and all these people fall, you swivel your cannon around on the remaining like 7 of them and you fire it out, and it just rips through them.
Let's fucking go.
And then do you have any bonus action stuff?
Yes, but I don't think I want to do that. Because I think the one that I have is Crimson Right, and that one is I can imbue a weapon with right damage, but it takes some health, and I'm like, and I think the only weapon that I really want to, I'll wait until if we fight them with hands and weapons
Okay.
Hands and feet and
stuff.
Hands
Yeah,
heads.
stuff.
you know.
Awesome. All right. In that case, I believe that makes it Khalil's turn. Khalil.
Quick question for DM rules. Do you allow us to hold an action to react with later on, or do you not do that?
You can do that.
Okay.
What does that mean?
So I'll let Harley describe it.
When you hold your action, you tell me what you want to do, and you describe the situation that would trigger you to do it. So like you could stand next to a door and be ready to attack the next person who walks through it.
Okay.
Yeah. However, it does move you in the turn order. So if Ignis does this, he won't go last anymore. He might go third or second.
Oh, that
Just
makes
for that
sense.
one time and just for the action, then it's back to the normal turn order, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it doesn't permanently change it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Word.
Okay, so what I want to do is, if they're, even though they're getting kind of shredded, if they're dead set on boarding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, take the rest of my movement, get up to the front with, Vilka, and then what I want to do is when they get within the 30-foot range of coming close enough to us to start like probably coming to board, I'm going to cast Shape Water. And when I do that, I want to freeze the entire, like the, it's a 5-foot cube, I think. Yeah. And I want to basically like freeze the front of the ship. It's not going to do a whole bunch, but the point is to like just stall it just enough to give our guys like a little bit of an extra amount of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I think I have extra bardic inspiration. I think I have 3 total, right? And I've spent 1.
You should have, I believe, as a bard, an amount equal to your charisma modifier.
Okay. Yeah, so it is 3 then.
Plus 1 from your ring.
Okay. So I've used 1. I need to manually edit the fact that Oh, that's hilarious. It's forcefully editing that. Okay. I'll just have to remember it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Vilka again. So
Okay.
he's quieter this time because he's like right up by Vilka. And it's just a continuation of the same verses before. He's not even really necessarily singing it to Vilka either. He's just kind of, it's almost like he's just singing it to himself, but it is clearly for like Vilka's benefit, but he's not looking at her.
Okay.
They? Her?
Her.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. And then that should be everything, yeah.
Alrighty. That means it is the allied ship's turn. So let me go take a quick gander. So
Vilka was next.
Vilka's first.
Mm-hmm.
The turn order is Vilka, enemy ship, Rem, Isui, Khalil, allied ship, Vilka.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
The reason why they went right after was because they were also holding an action.
Ah.
They have shorter ranged guns,
Mm-hmm.
so they couldn't actually fire. So let me just make sure. So that got hit, died. So yeah, all right. So the people who are still alive stand up and move back to their places, but do not have the ability to fire. The captain steps down onto the forward deck amongst you all and pulls out a pistol and fires and misses
Thank you so much for that, King.
and fires and misses.
Excellent.
And then the people who can shoot their guns, because they weren't knocked down, which was only, I believe, 8 of them. Hit, miss, hit, miss. Kill 3 more enemy pirates, which I believe brings the total down to 4. And then it is Vilka's turn once again.
Vilka has been doing the turtle thing where she's stuck on her back.
Oh, that's right. You got knocked over.
Yeah.
You sure did get knocked over. Can I say that? Do I have to spend anything to say I helped Vilka up?
Helping people is an action.
Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy.
You'd have to take the help action.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy.
Vilka is like.
I sang at you instead of helping you up.
It is a very nice song. And she is going to like. She's like, not to worry. I'm old enough. I know how to deal with this by now. And like kind of like jolts to one side and flips over. And that takes half of her movement. And then she gets back to her feet. She's like, how far are they now?
Oh yeah, the ship moved. The enemy ship is now 50 yards away, so that's 150 feet.
Oh, good. Who is the most important person over there?
There is a wizard standing very prominently on top of the bimbo stump.
Ooh,
Bimbo
a wizard on his bimbo stump.
The gibbum on the gibbum, doing a magic.
Vilka points at that guy. Is like, I'm going to hit a wizard today. And she's going to take her longbow off of her back and shoot.
Are you shooting a normal arrow or your fancy arrow?
I'm checking it to see if I want to use it.
I didn't include it, but mark down that the I was modifying it because I wanted it to be more in tune with everyone else's item. Your arrow does require attunement, and it returns to you after it's been used.
Oh, good. Because the fact it didn't return was a downside.
Yes.
So I'll move that to my... Well, I put it in feats by accident, but it doesn't matter. Alright, I'll shoot it at the wizard.
You all watch as Vilka wobbles and rights herself and stands up and pulls her bow off her shell and reaches back for her quiver and pulls a black shafted arrow tipped with like what looks like liquid obsidian.
Ooh.
And she draws it back, and she lets it fly, and almost as if the wind were guiding it, it hits this wizard. How much damage did you roll?
Uh,
Well, not a crit, but go ahead and roll damage.
uh,
I remember, how did I say this worked?
What is this?
Message.
1d8.
Yeah, so you're gonna do 1d8 plus your dexterity modifier, plus the 16 bonus from your magic item.
21.
And this arrow flies, and as if guided by the wind, slides right between this wizard's ribs.
Ooh.
And he drops to it knocks him off his feet backwards onto the boat, and he doesn't get back up. And then the arrow reappears, tarnished and almost rusted looking, in Vilka's quiver.
Probably a waste of that, but that's fine. Puts it away. It's like, well, one less wizard to worry about.
One less wizard in the world.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else to be like seen and stuff that was not in character?
Just
There
3
are
more people.
Well, the wizard wasn't counted amongst the crew.
Ah.
There are 4 crewmen, and at this distance, actually, I should have done this before Vilka fired. Everybody, feel free to make a perception check.
Oh, I would love to
Hey.
make a perception check.
How do I make a perception check again? Is it
You're gonna roll
D20?
a d20, and then in your skills section, there is a 1 labeled perception, and there should be a number right next to it.
Remind me, proficiency proficiency bonus is plus how much?
Right now, 2.
Okay, because I have Jack of all
Another
trades,
command.
and that lets me add half of my proficiency bonus to any ability check that doesn't already include it, and I forgot about that earlier.
No problem.
Is the command for rolling with pluses? Do you have
Swap-
to put the space between the?
Swap
You don't
the exclamation point in the R.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh no! Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So,
16?
Don't look. Don't look.
17.
Oh no! I can't see anything. It's the onions.
Also 16.
So 16, 16, 17, 7. Isui, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You're just on that cannon, having a good old time. Vilka, Rem, and Khalil, your eyes are a little sharper, and you're paying just a little bit more attention. The men holding guns have, like, they're wearing rags. And not, like, raggedy clothes, like, straight up rags. And you can see under those rags, they have chunks of flesh missing.
Oh, it's a zombie boat.
Oh shit, is a zombie?
He's like sitting in the cannon chair with his like feet propped up on the cannon. I was like looking at his nails or whatever. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh my god, Rem is gonna like go. He's like gonna like grab Isui's shoulder, start shaking. He's like, oh my god, it's a fucking zombie shit.
And I need everyone, as this ship rams directly into yours, sending it like careening together and like tangling up their mass and shit. Everyone needs to make a dexterity save.
I was
Yay.
holding my action for that.
Oh yeah, right. Khalil.
Oh, to hopefully, like, at the very least, like, lessen the impact.
Right. Khalil, you, because go ahead. I know that it doesn't say to in the spell, but go ahead and roll a d20 plus your
See how effective it is? Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Okie
it's gonna do a thing, but let's see how much of a thing.
No, it's not.
What'd you roll?
I got another one.
Oh no!
Okay, but this is a skill check, not an attack. What'd you roll?
Oh, 4.
What's your proficiency?
No, it's 4 total.
Oh, including proficiency?
Our
Oh,
proficiency is only a +2, so it would be either a 4 or a 6.
a 6. If you,
Okay.
yeah, I'm.
All right, you lean out over the railing as this ship gets close, and you are you still singing?
Yeah, let me double check to see if there's anything I can do about that. Oh, I don't think there is. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I didn't cast Bardic Inspiration on myself, so.
You lean out over the rail, and as you hit a particularly pitched moment in this song, you
Oh,
wave
no.
you wave your hand out, and this block of ice rises up out of the water, and the zombie ship hits it, tilts slightly to the left, and then rams into the ship you're on. And I need all of you to make a dexterity save with advantage.
Yay!
Advantage. Okay.
So roll twice and take the higher.
Yes.
2 1s in the first game. I'm doing great so far.
I just rolled a 1 and a 4. Okay, well, I guess the
16.
4. 7.
Is this a pure dexterity save, or can I make it like an athletics or acrobatics?
It's a dex save.
Okay, I got a 10.
All right, so that's a.
Where's my dexterity?
Did I just like write my? Okay. I'll
I'm
put that.
putting them in dice rolls.
Yay!
Ooh,
Everyone
you got a dirty
cheered.
20.
All right, so
A dirty 20, I like
16
that.
Yeah. 16, 10, 7, 20. Vilka and Isui, you managed to stay on your feet as this ship as the ships crash together. Khalil, Rem, you are knocked. Rem, you're knocked prone. You don't actually take any damage. Isui, you were standing like on the front bow of the ship, like leaned over it to cast your spell. You actually end up not
You mean
prone,
Khalil?
huh?
Did you mean Khalil? You said Asui.
Sorry, Isui, you're prone on the allied ship. Khalil, you're not prone, but you aren't on the allied ship anymore. You have been knocked onto the zombie ship.
Great.
Good luck.
Cool.
Oh no.
I'm doing hot over here, guys.
Isui was knocked prone with a 20.
Asui was not knocked prone.
He's just fucking sitting on
Wait,
Was.
shit. Fuck. Isui, God, names. Isui, not knocked prone. You rolled a 20. You're good. Rem, not.
Yes. My ass hurts so fucking bad right now.
And then one last thing before the turn ends. There are currently a grand total of 17 dead bodies. Are 1d or 17d20 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them get back up.
Okay.
no.
Can I take this opportunity to go grab my food? Can we take
Absolutely.
5?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I hate to interrupt, but my food is here. So, and it's about a good time anyway. Okay. I'll be right back then. Thank you very much.
Alright.
Right.
Yay, zombies.
Yay, zombies.
I'm really obsessed with like Rem like standing up and like going over to Isui like to shake his shoulder. And being like, oh my god,
And then
these
he-
fucking zombies, dude. And then he gets like knocked off.
Isui would like turn his head and be like, huh? And then watch his Rem get knocked on his ass. And then be like, oh shit. You should have been paying more attention. When you are a pirate, so you're just out here for a fucking good time.
when you were a pirate for like 2 weeks, maybe. You just sucks at being a pirate.
In Frozen 2013, Anna sings about how she is so alone despite having dozens of servants that work in the castle daily. This is because royalty don't see staff as people, but more like a kind of mobile furniture. She would rather have long conversations with paintings than speak to Kai, her lifelong valet.
I love
Holy shit! Holy
Okay,
shit!
so I am here, but I'm muted because I'm eating, and I would like, and I'm gonna be quiet, a little bit quieter until it's my turn. Okay.
No problem.
Not allowed. You're not allowed to eat.
You have to scream.
On that note, just so everyone is clear, two of the people who get back up are crew members on your ship that were killed. Two of them are crew members on the enemy ship that were killed, and one of them is the wizard.
Oh no! Not the fucking wizard.
The fucking wizard.
The wizard.
And now it is Rem's turn.
Alright. Okay. So the crew members on our ship that got back up, are they angry at us? Are they like zombies that want to eat us?
Well, considering that one of them has a hole in their chest, and the other is missing an arm from a grape shot, it's pretty safe to say that they're zombies.
Okay. All right. How far away from me are they?
About 10-ish feet.
Pretty close. Okay.
Pretty close. Because they were at the front of the ship with you. They were shooting handguns.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, also, just for clarification, when I say handguns, I don't mean pistols. A pistol is a pistol. A handgun is like a single shot rifle.
Right. Okay. Okay. I have melee weapons. Okay. All right. Oh, I guess I have to get up. Well, I guess I get up. Does that? I don't know. Okay. I guess I'll use a rapier on the closest one. Which one's closer? The
arm guy.
one with the arm guy? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Now, how do I do this exactly?
For melee with your rapier, you are going to roll 1d20, and you're
1d20.
Actually, hold on. If you go down to your attacks, weapons, and cantrip section on the first page, there should be a little section on your rapier that says to hit.
To hit, yes.
You roll a d20 and you add that number.
Okay. All right. So Ren is drawing his rapier. Oh no. Okay, I rolled a 2 + 5, 7.
Not quite gonna make it. Actually, this is a zombie, so you do hit. You just don't hit effectively.
Yeah, right.
Like your blade, you like swing your blade for an attack that would absolutely kill a man, and then the zombie's like,
oh jeez. All right. Hold on.
I really love the ambiance here.
Drinking water. I ran out of tea.
Sorry, my dad was giving me. Okay. Well, I already.
I am making the distinction because in universe, that is what is called a handgun.
Okay.
The reason it is called that is because it is a gun that is handheld.
But all guns are in your hands.
No, they're not.
Cannons are not in your hands.
Blue. Stop trying to eat my dice.
Also, everybody look at what the captain's pistol looks like.
It's pretty
He's
sick,
fancy.
to be honest.
I hope it's actually useful.
Those
It
barrels.
might be. Who knows?
Who knows? It's just as useful as his hat. Very.
Oh, are you done with your turn, Rem?
Yeah, I fucked it up.
All right.
He's
it's
like, okay, cool.
Sui, there's a couple zombies on board with you.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Rem is currently locked in combat with one that's missing an arm, but there is one pretty close to you that has a giant hole in its chest that's kind of shambling around, going.
It may or may not be this guy's very unlucky day. So,
yeah, what are we doing?
what we're doing is because I have 2 swords, it's still rolling the same amount to hit for both of them.
Yeah.
And it's the same amount of damage. It's just for flavor. I have 2 swords instead of 1.
You're not 2-weapon fighting?
I don't know the difference, I'll be honest.
Okay, so the way 2-weapon fighting works is if you have a weapon in both hands, you can make your normal attacks with your main hand weapon, and then you use your bonus action to attack with your offhand weapon, and you have the 2-weapon fighting style, so you do add all your normal damage to it. It's just you... Yeah, actually, it is functionally the same for you, now that I think about it.
Oh, so it's just rolling 2 chances to hit and 2 damage if they both hit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Normally for people who aren't good at it like you are, you wouldn't add anything to your damage with your offhand weapon. You would just roll the die. But
okay.
you are good at this, so you pull out your short swords.
And then it's 2d20 because I'm doing 2 for. I'm like scared now because I did the exclamation point backwards that one time. Oh no. I'm so good at this.
Hold on. What is your bonus to hit?
Oh, that's right, +5.
So that's a 7 and a 13?
Yeah.
13 hits, 7 does not.
Cool.
So you're going to roll 1 damage. All right. You pull out your short swords and you advance on this zombie. Swap, swap. And the first hit, both, again, these are zombies. They aren't dodging your attacks. So the first one does actually land. It just doesn't do anything. And then the second one, you get a good, clean swipe at his neck and almost decapitate him, but not quite. And he's still standing. And then after Ishui is Khalil. Khalil, you are on the enemy deck.
I sure am.
There are 6 zombies. 4 of them have handguns, and 2 of them don't have weapons.
So my question is, how close are they to me within a 60-foot range?
The ones with guns are all basically in melee range, and the ones without guns are about 15 feet away.
So is it possible, but like in relationship to each other, like how many are clumped up together?
The 4 with guns are basically standing shoulder to shoulder.
Okay. What I want to do, excuse me. Pardon me. What I want to do is I want to I need to get up. So I get up. What amount of movement does it take for me to get back onto the proper boat?
It would take you about it's only about like 20 feet, and you wouldn't even have to jump because the boats are tangled up together right now.
But I don't have
Uh,
enough.
However, you would have to walk past at least one of the zombies with rifles, and they would get an attack of opportunity with like their
Yeah.
fists.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about, attacks of opportunity. Okay, so what I'm going to do this is more difficult without a map. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to back away as far from the rest of them as I can without necessarily going further into the ship. I'm trying to stay as relatively close to my exit point as I can get it. I'm use as much of my movement that's left as necessary, which is going to be 15, and then it should keep me in within the 60-foot radius of everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Shatter on the clumped up group that you were just telling me about.
Okay.
Which is going to be, they have to make a Constitution saving throw. My saving throw is 13, so it's not necessarily great.
All right. So that is
Wait.
14.
No, yes, that's fine. Sorry. I was thinking about casting Bardic Inspiration on myself, and then I realized it wouldn't matter for this attack.
Two of them make it, and two of them roll your damage.
Oh, yeah, I need to roll my damage. 3d8. Let me get that real quick.
Because they're pretty
Diamond.
hurt. So depending on your damage, this.
Sorry, I can never remember what a diamond looks like. Give me a second. There it is. It's 3d8? Yes.
3d8.
Can I say I cast that at a... No, I don't think I need to, actually. 9? Two of my rolls kind of suck.
That's okay. So two of them make it, and they are like barely hanging on. Like this like thunderous crack that reverberates through them. You can see it like tearing at like the very seams of the necromantic magic holding them together, and then the other two just fucking turn to dust.
Can I add a little bit of like flavor to it?
Sure.
He's kind of still been trying to keep up this song this whole time, and at this point the noise comes from him while he's singing, and he just fucking blitzes these
hit them with that
poor zombies.
Hit them with that bass drop.
And then at that point, I think I'm good. I don't think I have any other bonus actions. This shit doesn't actually tell me whether it's a bonus action or not without hovering over it, which is really annoying, actually.
Are you looking at your spells?
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells right now. None of them
There's
oh, there it is. Okay. It's just all the same.
Yeah.
And I think my only bonus is in fact going to be the
Bard dice.
Yeah. I don't think unsettling words. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, and that's everything. And then I'm just going to hold down the fort and try to get out on my next turn if nobody helps me.
Okay. After Khalil are the allies. The captain, seeing that the two of his men who've been turned into zombies are being dealt with, by Rem and Desui says, "Oh, good show, chaps. Let's get this going then." And he's going to take a running leap.
Good show, chaps.
Takes a running leap and Khalil, you see him leap over the two zombies to land like kind of next to you-ish, and he's like, "So, well, what's the situation over here?"
Zombies.
You know, I was just complaining earlier to Vilka how this would be boring. Well, looks like it got entertaining, and he like swings his pistol around at the two remaining zombies, and blap, blap, they die.
Oh, awesome.
And then he, you, Khalil, who are watching him do this, have no idea how he manages to do it, but in the space of about 1 second, has managed to reload all 4 cylinders of his pistol.
Interesting gun.
Oh, it's of my own design, actually. If you discount the dwarven firing pin and the human science that goes into making it. Is that a vampire?
Is that a vampire? Wait, I'm saying that like out of character.
No, he is looking past you up to the quarterdeck where there is a very tall, well-dressed human woman who has incredibly pale skin.
Or her boobies
Skin
out.
is
On a
pale,
scale
and you're
of 1
ice
to
cold.
10.
Hold on, in order, starting from the top. Questions.
I don't think my question is important.
It is important.
All
Yeah,
the
Hold
time.
on.
yeah.
Hold on. Starting with Asui, did you have a question?
No, I'm making a Twilight reference.
All right. Rem, did you have a question?
Is she hot?
Yes. Vilka?
On a scale of 1 to
Awesome.
10, how attractive would you say she is?
So on a scale of 1 to 10, she would be incredibly attractive, except hold on. Actually, Vilka, what's your favorite enemy? Which one did you pick?
I picked Beast.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, pretty attractive, but you are a turtle, so every attractive human just kind of looks the same.
Yeah, I personally... Vilka is not attracted, but M could be
It needs
attractive.
syndrome for research purposes.
And Ram.
On a scale of 1 to 10, about an 8.
Ooh.
Okay.
Khalil, what was your question?
I was asking if her boobies are out.
Yes.
She's a vampire.
Oh my god. Ram like jaw drops. What the fuck?
Me, not Khalil. Me, I'm asking.
Yes.
Liking the questions.
It was. I don't think this round of questions was necessary, but thank you anyway, Harley. I think it was really important for the flavor.
Absolutely welcome.
Vilka, her boobies are out. Let's fucking go.
Before the turn ends and we go back to Vilka's turn, the remaining crew members, the best way to stop an enemy from boarding is to board them. So the remaining living crew members, they draw swords. They draw swords. They draw spears. One guy's going in there with a fucking broom, and they clamber over the edge onto the enemy ship. And then it is Vilka's turn.
Okay. Are there zombies left?
There are 2 zombies on the ship with you. Rem and Isui are fighting them.
Okay, they're dealing with those. Just the vampire then?
Badly.
The vampire and the wizard.
Oh right, the wizard. I would like to fuck up the wizard.
Sure.
I killed him fair and square.
I killed you with a magical arrow of killing.
I actually, my character sheet, because the arrow of slaying already exists, it was defaulting to the description of the arrow of slaying, so I changed it to the arrow of killing. So, yes, I killed you with my arrow of killing.
My arrow of killing.
And you should stay dead, because that's disrespectful. I'm gonna shoot him again. With a normal
excellent.
arrow.
You are more than welcome to do that. I'm gonna find a reference picture for this character that is not super horny. I hope you understand how difficult that is.
I think it should be super horny, personally. Like, I think that would be very fitting for what you told us. Also, I mentioned it in voice chat, but you were doing things. I have to walk away. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm taking this opportunity now because you're looking for something.
Cool.
You are already taking that opportunity.
A 17 does hit.
Okay. 1d8. Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything for damage. 4 damage. Does a Bardic Inspiration affect damage or no?
Bardic Inspiration is only attack rolls.
Or
yeah,
ability checks.
Or ability checks. 4 damage on a... So the thing about this is that the zombies were zombied. They got back up as zombies. The wizard actually got revivified. So he dies again.
Yay!
He jerked awake after, you know, having his fucking heart shot with an arrow of straight up murder, and like clambers back up and is getting ready to do magic, and then you just shoot him straight through the eye again. What?
I'm back. What happened?
Oh, hi.
So Vilka shot an arrow at the wizard, and the thing is that the zombies weren't actually resurrected. What the vampire did was it re-raised them as zombies again, whereas the wizard, in order to continue doing wizard stuff, actually had to be revivified, and so only had 1 hit point.
I think that's hysterical.
So Vilka shot this guy in the heart, and then as soon as he stood back up, he's like about to cast a spell, and then gets shot in the eye and died.
No wizard funny business today.
Here we go. This will work.
I love killing wizards twice.
Yeah.
I don't... Hold on.
Did you know the planar warrior ability is not limited to like once per short rest or something? You could just keep fucking doing that.
Yep.
That's interesting.
I can't find the person who made this art, so you're all going to have to forgive me for art thieving.
Art thief. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Are you doing anything else with your turn, Vilka? You have a movement and a bonus action left.
I'm twirling my hair at the vampire lady.
Yeah, that's what you are doing. What about Vilka?
Vilka has...
Who does not have hair.
Maybe she does.
I've got like turtle hair.
Are you wearing a fucking...
Oh, little turtle wig?
Turtle wig?
You don't know my life. I do not have anything else.
All right. After Vilka are the enemy pirates. Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
And all we have left is the vampire. No, actually, there's 2 zombies fighting Isui and Rem. Isui, the zombie, is going to attempt to shamble at you in a manner that might do damage.
Ooh.
Does a Why did I close my zombie sheet?
Mhm.
That was a
You're fine.
bad idea. Oh, I didn't close my zombie sheet. I used it to Google hot pirate ladies. Does a 13 beat your AC?
No, because no, it does not.
All right. Does a if a 13 didn't, a 9 isn't gonna. Rem,
Uh-huh.
the zombie with one arm, shuffles at you and fuck, I lost a die. Shit.
Dice down.
Dice down. Motherfucker, get back over here. It's under my desk. It's fucking tangled up in my cords. I can't.
Oh no.
I believe this art is from. I don't know how to pronounce this because it's Chinese. But here's the source.
Thank you for your service.
No problem.
Trying to find sources for these can be so much of a fucking pain in the ass because of fucking Pinterest sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
Well,
You gotta
also,
put
they
in minus Pinterest. So
well, also they fucking got rid of just the Google image search and replaced it with the like Google magnifying search.
Which
You-
sucks ass.
you
Also,
gotta-
minus Pinterest does not always work.
Well, you gotta go to Google, go to images, hit the image search, paste image URL, and then it'll do the search regular. You can't just
There
right click
is-
on it anymore.
There is actually an extension, at least for Chrome, that allows you to continue to do it, but I have to like go find it. It's been on there for literally ever, but
Yeah.
it is out there. You can go search it. I'm sure there's more than one.
Anyways, sorry, the first attack missed and the second attack missed, so zombies miss, and then the vampire is going to in a cloud of black mist descend from the quarterdeck directly next to Khalil and the captain, and
Fuck.
with a wicked curved saber, she is going to attack Khalil once and the captain twice. Khalil, fuck.
Yeah.
One sec.
What?
I feel like it's a good thing that she didn't attack Rem. I feel like she would get an advantage.
Because he's a whore.
No, he's just a pathetic man. He does this.
I love pathetic men is the thing.
Does an 11 beat your AC?
It does not.
All right, and then the captain. Fuck! I dropped it again.
You need like something to roll your dice in.
Yeah,
A
well,
little
you
boy.
know,
This TikTok is so funny.
the captain deftly parries the first attack against him, and then takes the second attack directly to the fucking meaty bit of his arm, taking 13 points of damage.
Ooh. Ooh. Gonna feel that in the morning. Maybe now.
Let me.
Oh, here.
Question.
What's up?
Does this vampire seem intelligent? Basically, does she seem like she is like actively like, making decisions of her own, or does she seem like she is under any kind of like, because we're surrounded by a bunch of zombies who clearly are just roaming around. This is a sapient individual.
Oh, a box. Yes, this is a sapient individual. She is the one doing the necromancy, making the zombies.
Right. Khalil, just for flavor, he's just gonna kind of stare at this fucking vampire. And what even as he watches the captain fucking whiff, he probably like dipped out of the way for whatever hit she was trying to get at him. He's just gonna say, "Are you sure this was the best course of action?" At the fucking vampire.
She doesn't give a fuck about a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, but it sure is just her.
I mean, is
We're
it
level
though?
3. She could fucking
Is it?
murder us in cold blood right
I
now.
never said that he is always necessarily intelligent. This is in character.
I think, she says, I think that this was an excellent idea.
Ara.
Me when I do anything.
And one second.
That's a good way to make someone just like blow up your entire boat. Just be like, are you sure this was a good plan? And they're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you now.
And as she says that, what looks like a combination hermit crab, giant squid hauls itself out of the water onto the deck of your boat.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
And we're gonna cliffhanger this fight.
Yay.
God, we've only been playing for 2 hours.
And what a 2 hours it's been.
I wish we didn't have to play so late.
Well,
I know.
You want to play on a different day?
I mean, I guess I can now.
I
The
mean,
only other days I have are Wednesdays.
well, Wednesdays we'd
That
have the same
also
thing.
does not work.
Yeah, we'd still have to play late. It is unfortunate, but it's what we must do. I'm glad you were all here.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Missing you like crazy, Sophia.
She was fucking wiped today. Even like she wanted to hang out for a little bit, but as soon as she got in, she just was like dead.
Gone.
Yeah, she tried to stick it through, because at first she was like she's like, I don't want to like skip out on the first session, so I'll power through it. She tried to chug a 5-hour energy, it didn't work.
Did she sleep?
Yeah, she's probably like asleep right now.
No, I mean, did she sleep like at all before this? Like, did she actually get any sleep last night? Because I know her sleep schedule's fucked.
I think so. I think she got sleep. I think today was just like an exhausting day.
Fair enough.
So here's a picture for everybody.
Oh, this
I
thing.
like mine better.
Oh, we can stop recording now.
Yes.
Yep. I'm finishing the recording.
Bye.
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 All right, everybody. That was the first episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh shit.